It's all about asking the right questions. I had a mentor some years ago who would always drum that into me. Now, firstly, we use questions to help us secure our MC assignments. We find out the needs and the pains of our clients. We also ask the right questions to help us prepare for an MC assignment, to find out exactly what needs to be done to help make it a success. And also, and importantly, if we ask the right questions during the assignment to our speakers, to our presenters, it will take it to a whole new level. And this applies to facilitating a panel discussion, introducing a speaker, thanking a speaker, opening it up to questions from the floor, or filling in some time. Now, I cover the first two, questions to help us secure an assignment and questions to help us prepare for an assignment, in a different video. So please check out the playlist or come and visit us at ExpertMC.com where you can learn those secrets. But right now, here are 7 questions that you can ask at almost any assignment to help make it a success. Hi, it's Timothy Hyde here from ExpertMC.com, and here are the 7 questions that I always have at the ready. And these are useful for government groups, association groups, and corporate groups, plus a whole range of other groups as well. And I always have one of these ready to go when I'm thanking a speaker. And this is useful if you've got a little bit of extra time. Or you need to fill in some time, you can ask 1 or 2 questions. It's also useful if you're opening it up to questions from the floor, Q&A. I always find it's great to have one question ready. In case there's nothing coming back from the floor, I always ask my own first. It saves that embarrassing moment. So here are the 7 questions that I use. Challenges. Opportunities. What more could be done? The next 12 months. Best practices. Role models or case studies, who is doing this better, and finally, last advice for the audience. Let's go through each of those one by one. Challenges. What do you see as the major challenges for this industry, this company, this group, this neighborhood, this city? Opportunities. What are the major opportunities that you see for this group, this city, this industry? It's the same question, but reverse, put a nice positive spin on it. What more could be done? What more could be done by this group? What more could be done by the government? The next 12 months. What would you like to see happen in the next 12 months? Or alternatively, I sometimes ask, if we invited you back in a year's time, what would you like to talk about that's been exciting that has just happened in the previous 12 months? Best practices, case studies, role models. What role models or case studies should the audience be looking at so that they can improve how they are doing these things? Give the audience something to take away. Who's doing this better? Essentially the same question. Who is doing this better? A different city, a different company, perhaps overseas? What do you see happening overseas within this industry? And last advice for the audience, give them a takeaway. Is there something, one last thing you'd like to leave our audience with? Perhaps a challenge. So there they are, challenges, opportunities, what more could be done the next 12 months, best practices, role models or case studies. Who's doing this better? And finally, one piece of last advice for the audience. Now, obviously, you want to listen carefully to the presentation that you are following, because if the speaker has just spent 45 minutes talking about the challenges to the industry, you don't want to go on stage and say, what do you think the challenges to the industry are? You're going to get a very blank look back from them. And so obviously use a different sort of a question in that particular case. Now, there are plenty more questions that you can use, and you can find some of them on our website at ExpertMC.com. And while you're there, make sure you subscribe to our newsletter and get the free 7-part bonus pack that will teach you how to be a better MC straight away. But before you go there, why don't you subscribe to this YouTube channel? And there are plenty more videos on the way. See you.